Second day of traveling. Kashan, what are you doing during this day?
During this day, he's probably going to be cooped up meditating, just reflecting on the words in Set Scrolls. Probably taking a break at some point to, of course, go get food and nourishment and things.
Perfect. Okay.
Unless somebody is going to be delivering.
Delivering you food.
I could call Uber Eats.
Yeah, I'm sure they have a flying airship. They can just deliver it to you. No, that's not going to happen. So, as you're quietly meditating then, how would I best put this? Well, you're meditating, and what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is
17.
Where do I say it on here?
The small number.
Oh, on the right hand side. Yeah, 17.
Yeah. Just make this smaller. 0.5. Okay, cool. There we go. I'll add. So, yeah. As you're just meditating then, just slowly drifting in and out of thought. I'd like you to make just roll me a d6. What this d6 has anything to do with you?
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. Ah, yes. Okay. There is a sudden disturbance within the airship itself. Fluctuation, and then followed by a surge. And it's enough of a surge that it kind of jolts you out of your meditation. And as you're sat upright, looking around the room, you hear something clawing and scratching at the crystal.
I look over the crystal.
There is a creature standing on its hind legs, with its mouth kind of wrapped around the crystal and its claws scratching up against it. And you see it enlarging, getting bigger and bigger as it's like surging with magical energy.
Nope, I'll just kind of grab my bow staff and I'll start like sweeping it away. Nope, get out. Nope.
It tries to like dodge to the left and right of you, and then spins around, tries to get onto the other side of the crystal.
I'll just be chasing it, just kind of trying to passively get it away.
Give me a quick dex check. Yeah, I guess you're trying to like push it away, I guess. Yeah. 21. Oh, damn.
21.
Oh, just shy on a 20. Okay. Yeah, you do manage to. You intercept it every time it tries to get to the crystal. You kind of put yourself between it and the crystal, and it looks around like almost like a meerkat for a moment, watching and waiting for some other sort of magical source to appear. But after it, yeah, like a rabbit more like,
I'll
and
just
then it suddenly hops
grab it.
away. But it seems more like bulbous than it did before. It's got like a little tummy, almost like it's been filled up with magical energy, and it hops away quickly as it came.
I'll just grab my door close and lock it.
Oh man, you see it erratically jumping left and right, looking for a next source of potential magic, and you see it hop down the stairs.
Is anybody up on deck?
Um, I guess carriers would be, but they too don't see it.
Oh wait, am I? I know I'm
This
top
is the
deck
same
upwards.
sort of deck
Not,
though.
I'm
You
on
come out
the
of this
next one
floor
down, right?
effectively here, so
Andy is up on the crow's nest.
and Andy's up on the
Oh,
crowd.
okay.
Let me see with your passive perception. You would actually with your passive perception. You definitely spotted something scurrying and skids down the stairs. And Karis is like,
Hey, did you see what it was?
It looked like a weird, overgrown rat thing.
Okay, I'm not dreaming. It was trying to eat the crystal.
He scurries down from the crow's nest.
Wait, the crystals are edible.
I guess to some creatures.
And I'm gonna
You'll
chase
help
it.
Kishan try and catch this thing.
okay. Alright, well, you better get looking for it. It's definitely gone below deck. That's where you last saw it. But if you want to try and find it, I'll need a perception check from both of you guys. I see you looking around for it. Where has it gone? 22? Okay. Oh,
Hell
damn.
yeah. Oof.
Okay, Aaron is in this little library section, and that's just a picture of the robot I was showing everyone. Okay, so you come down, and oh goodness, tell me, is Egbert with you, Kazan?
Is
Or are they-
Egbert with me?
Yeah, are they left on somewhere in the ship?
Well, I was mid-meditation, so he'd probably be in his bed chest.
Papoose. Okay. In that case, then you hear a scurrying from the war room meeting room behind you, and you hear it clawing at the door just as it enters into Llewellyn's room, by the looks. Ah, close the door on it.
I lock it. I don't think I have the key to it.
On the outside.
But I will hold the door shut and say, I've got it trapped in the villain's room.
Yeah, you heard it there as well, Andy. And from inside, you can just hear the scurrying and then things getting knocked over. Yeah, you hear like a clatter of books, and you just hear the.
Oh no, what a shame.
Kishan, I've never been in the Velen's room. I don't know. Do you have? Is there anything potentially dangerous in there? If this thing broke anything?
No, the villain keeps everything in his magical hut. So I don't think there's actually anything of value.
Let it tire itself out then.
Under that. You suddenly hear a clatter of something like small, maybe wooden or plastic. No, wooden. Yeah, it sounds like a clatter of a lot of things, like multiple wooden
Toothbrush.
things landing on the floor. You can hear them
Guys.
rolling.
Do you not see what's on the map and what Llewellyn keeps? Bottom left corner.
You suddenly hear a and this kind of surge of magic as well. I need another
What's it?
D6 from someone. Yeah, go ahead. Cam, roll another D6 for me. 3? Yeah,
I'll
you just hear that surge once again.
It's a chessboard.
I'll just say to Andy, Go and fetch the others.
Okay.
Oh no.
You hear the creaking of wood.
Guys,
The panic, and then suddenly it all goes quiet in the. Yeah, you can hear it.
Leave our room.
Irena's coming up.
in!
The door's there.
Yeah, no, I couldn't get to the door. It wouldn't let me.
Oh, really? Oh, well. Anyway, you come out and see there's a commotion going on just outside the
Alright,
villain's
what
study.
the hell has he done now?
Well, no, something ran into Llewellyn's room. Kishan started eating the crystals, apparently.
It's goddamn... They're not even cats. I don't know what they're...
I don't know, it looks more like a giant hairless rat.
Okay, well, let's get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay. On 3, we open the door and we jump it.
Sure, I say we throw it out the window.
Have you-
No hesitating, just out the window.
Have
And
you
she's got
lo-
a dagger ready in her hands just to be safe.
Have you locked your door in case it escapes?
Oh. I run and go and lock my door.
You quickly do a run back and lock.
It seems to like magical things, so it's okay that it's trapped in Llewellyn's room, because if anything gets destroyed, there's Llewellyn, so that's fine. Okay, 1.
She looks at herself with her magical violin and magical tape on.
Alright, well, just stay back then.
Just hold the other doors.
Okay.
Okay. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
The room is empty, but there's a lot of mess left in its wake. Books tumbled on the ground, some chairs have been knocked over, and you can see scratch marks up against one of the glass cabinets. It didn't look like it got in, there's nothing smashed. But notably, in the corner of the room, there is a chessboard fallen off of the table or the stool, and pieces have rolled out across the room everywhere, making like makeshift caltrops.
So, guys, do we just close the door and pretend this never happened?
I don't think we can do that. But, no one touch any of the chess pieces. Just to be safe. I don't quite know how his thing works.
Okay, no problem. Ah! As
I
Kashan
just know
steps on
Malone's
one.
one was a case of the minute you touched one of the pieces, you got stuck in the game.
That's what.
Yeah, just
Okay.
as you're looking around, you do see another smaller, more nimble one running around behind you.
Alright. Get it! Everybody!
Ah!
I'm gonna try and dive for it. I wanna grab it by the scruff of the neck and try and immediately hurl it out the porthole.
Oh god! Okay, you better roll a strength check, one of you. I think Kishan's fastest, and he catches to it first.
I'd like to squish this one as well.
Wish it.
I would like to squish.
Oh my god.
Roll to squish.
That is rude. They will defend themselves.
Like.
So yeah, oh god. Your staff is magical, isn't it? Oh
Yes.
yeah, of course it is. Yeah, of course it is. +2. Alright. In that case, let me just check something. This one hasn't even done anything wrong. He's just scurrying around, but being rude. Okay,
Well, it looks like the same thing, doesn't it?
It does, but this one looks like you can tell it's a different one for sure.
Yeah.
The other one kind of like had little floppy ears like a bunny, and a little pot belly. This one's kind of like hunched, and like little gangly teeth, and like. Okay, this one definitely doesn't evade you. You do manage to get a good hit on it, but I will have you roll a d6 in response to that. Or again, okay. So as the staff hits it, and you go to pull back for another strike, you're almost magnetized to it, and yeah, you're trying to lift your staff away. It's almost like it's glued to it, and it's not got its teeth around it or anything. You can like bonk it on top of the head, and you aren't able to get another strike on it as it's
Thingy with it.
basically magnetized to it. And there is a sudden surge of power from it, and it gets slightly larger. Maybe that's because there's a giant bruise on its head now, but the wound that was there also heals a little bit. Right? You gonna roll for that real quick?
That's crazy. While you're rolling for that,
Oh
you're
no, you're
gonna
not
roll
gonna
for a
stun him, mate.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, healed a tiny little bit. Con save, you say? No, not very con
Yeah.
saving. No, he's stunned.
He's done, and that's cool because I'm just gonna wait
Oh.
on more. But after my stuff was magnetized to him, I'm just gonna pop down my back and I'm just gonna punch.
Just punch him. Poor
Maybe,
thing.
maybe don't,
Oh,
completely kill
sake.
this thing.
Well,
Oh, that should be with advantage.
okay. He's trying to hide under the bed here, by the way. And you see, Dejan is under, like half under the bed, just clawing at this thing. And yeah, it doesn't seem like it's putting up much of a fight here right now.
I just imagine Irina walks into this thing frozen, just being flailed about.
To be fair, Irina was going to throw it out the window, so...
Is there a window in here?
Like a porthole.
There is, yeah, there is.
Okay. Yeah, just... Yeet.
Leave a comment in the chat.
Yes!
Oh my god. You're throwing out the window, the poor thing.
Yes, just yeet.
Alright. It limply, with its tongue hanging out, just is thrown out the window, and you see it tumble down into the cloud.
Right, that's one down. 8
Go on.
more to go.
There's 8 more!
He brought 9 of those things on the boat. I thought they were supposed to be in that mansion. But, if they're eating magic, I can only dread to think what they look like.
Don't
if they're
start...
eating the mansion.
Don't... Oh... I
The
forgot
entire
about...
thing is magical, and he has set them loose.
Hey, Llewellyn, do you want to roll 7d6s for me?
7d6s?
Yeah.
Like, separate or all together?
Just roll 7d6.
Everything you know right now is currently being eaten.
Okay, there's up.
Thinking on that, Irina's face is literally just like fallen, and she's gonna start legging it up the stairs towards the door of the mansion.
Go on.
Andy's gonna look over at Kushan and she goes, "What if these things breed?"
Let's see what you get.
Oh,
Roll any
no.
6s? You rolled 2 6s! Excellent. Okay.
I'm probably not even in the mansion right now.
I think
I'm
we're
probably
about to find out.
Karis is just standing there driving the ship whilst all this chaos is going on. He's just like...
He's literally at the wheel, and all he can hear behind him is Benny Hill music.
You think it's shanty?
I probably come up from a different part of the ship as they've gone down, and I go to Karis and I'm like, where's everybody?
You just see
There's music, there's crashing, there's banging. I just imagine they're having some sort of party down there.
And then I probably go to my room and I'm like, did they start playing chess? That's not how you play chess.
Do you pick up the chessboard?
I guess I pick up the pieces because it's just a regular ass chessboard.
Wait, isn't this the magical chessboard?
No, I sold that to Chad so he could add it to his casino.
Yeah.
That's how I got the Valhalla.
Fair. In that case, then, cool. Llewellyn, as you're picking up the pieces and cleaning, you see behind the door a little head poke out with droopy ears, and he looks very scared.
Aw, come here. What happened to you?
He hugs you round your head like this,
No.
as you realize the thing is standing probably as tall as you are.
What?
Yeah, it looks like it's grown at least 5 times the size. It's gone from a tiny creature to like a medium.
You're hugging an owl bear right now.
Yeah.
Huh.
Tell them to owlbears, how dare you?
This is
At the...
Can I attempt to dispel this?
Dispel this on him. You can try, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and dispel this. Like, how did you even get like that? Has Andy or Kashan been feeding you too much?
Lavella!
I mean, they both do like to eat.
It shrugs.
So you two would get along pretty well. I think that's probably what happened.
You can try to cast a spell magic on it.
Yeah, 3rd level.
Okay.
Hopefully it won't
3rd level.
backfire.
Is there any other? No, there's no creatures nearby. Okay. No other magical objects in this room, is there?
No.
No. Okay. All right. So the dispel magic definitely starts to shrink it back down to size. All the way down. It's
There
still larger than the others, though. Just not alienly large. No, not abhorrently large. It's just sort of bigger.
I guess I'd pick it up and I'd start taking it back to the mansion.
Okay, cool.
Your brothers and sisters are gonna miss you. Come on. Just like put it onto my shoulder, just like, let's go.
Lavella, what are you doing?
So Irene is probably there first to get to the mansion, right? That's where you're heading.
Yeah, I ran to the mansion door and I'm just gonna haul it open.
Gotcha.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
right
so as you
behind you
get
in
there,
tow.
You're running after, okay. So, and Andy, are you chasing after as well?
Andy is be right back.
Okay.
I would assume so.
Sure. Alright, so you three jump in, and the snakes are like, whoa, you're running. Okay, hold on. You guys, what's the commotion?
We live here!
Yeah, you seem like we're in a hurry.
Where are they? Where are
The cats.
They're all here. All of them. Hold on.
6 of them.
Yeah, I'm not hanging around. I'm not hanging around to discuss with Snugs. I'm running to make sure my room is still intact.
Yeah.
All 10 of them are here.
Excuse me? Come again?
Yeah. Well, we've been looking after them, and we did another head count, and
Are they in one room?
Yeah, we put them all in the training room.
Irina, we're going to need some fire. Follow me.
I'm legging it to my room first to make sure everything is still intact.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they've gone to the room.
And they're all magically locked anyway, aren't they?
Yeah, but these things seem to eat magic.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I'm going to go into my room, and I am pulling the family photograph off my wall, and I'm sticking it in my pocket.
Is that magical?
No, but the room is, so obviously if they destroy the room, I'm only going to assume that the belongings inside are probably going to get lost.
Yeah, you're very protective over your little picture. And yeah, you can see them as you walk in, Kashan, into the training room.
Oh no, I don't go in. I don't go in.
Oh,
I'm waiting outside.
Alright.
Llewellyn, you show up at this point as well.
I'm just like, what are you guys doing?
Well,
Llewellyn turns up and I pull out my sickle because it's the non-magical weapon that I own.
Mr. Llewellyn, we all Grimishkas are accounted for.
That's good.
And we have some strange news. We're very good at counting our snags because there's so many of us. We have to keep count of all of them. And there is now 10 Grimishkas. And he sees the one on your shoulder. 11 Grimishkas.
Excuse me?
Grimishka.
I thought they were cats.
And you've locked them in the training room. As I speak.
Yeah, they just seem to be having some fun in there.
You are aware that there is a door in there that leads into the spa bathroom.
Yes.
Bathhouse.
We heard a loud bang, and we came in, but they don't seem to have done anything.
So they're not locked in there. You probably want to lock the bathhouse as well.
He commands one of the other snakes to get on that. But yeah, as he leads you in, you can see the training room. All the dummies have been like shredded to pieces, and yeah, there's illusionary straw just strewn all over the place.
Alright, Llewellyn, this is enough. These things eat and consume magic.
Did you what?
They almost destroyed the crystal. So we would have been falling if it wasn't for me waking up.
Oh.
And you have put them in a building made of magic.
So, my recommendation is one of two things. One, we fireball the room multiple times.
Again, they eat magic. That's not going to do any good.
Then it comes to my...
As you say that.
It comes to my second plan, which I think is more fun, is if you dispel the magical hut, we will all pop up in your room and we can beat the hell out of them. I like that one.
They seem to be shaking their heads and then growling at Kishan as well.
Oh, are we there? I thought we were still outside.
Also,
They can hear you.
Okay.
I did use magic on this one on my shoulder. It just needs to be a bit stronger what you use. I think.
I kind of like the idea of beating them up. Drop the spell.
Are you sure?
Don't stop me now.
The one on your shoulder looks very sad.
But
Side check.
Side check.
But
yeah, I don't think these things are genuinely sad. These things are shifty as well.
You're making Kelvin sad.
Kelvin.
Okay, go ahead, roll.
Llewellyn, these things are not pets. We went over this.
But
It gives you a sad look, Irina, like this.
Well, what do you want to do? Drop them off in the desert?
Well, I've already launched one off the ship. I already gave one a flying lesson.
I'm sorry, what?
Drop the spell.
I guess I cancel that.
Like growl at Kishan.
Look, Llewellyn, you can try talking to them, but if they're going to continue to consume magic at this rate, we got to do something. Otherwise, we're not making it anywhere.
Yeah. Okay, Kelvin, you need to get your brothers and sisters to, like, play along here because they're causing issues.
They're also multiplying.
I
thought you brought 8.
I guess I push him through the door, just like you guys need to. You're the leader now, de facto leader of the Grimishkas.
Yeah. So he goes into the room and you can hear them like growling and hissing at one another, and they go like kick 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 kick, and all of that strange noises. They do seem to be conferring, and then they seem to be nodding, and then they turn back to you guys.
And I guess I'll also start doing the ritual for telepathic bonds so we can speak to them.
Okay, sure.
So we can understand.
It would be like death to the cat one.
Yes, I'm basically making it so we can all talk to them. Probably not all 11 because Rari's telepathic bond doesn't do that many, but definitely Kelvin and a few of the others.
Okay. So after you've kind of connected minds with them, yeah, they say, we We don't eat magic. We're simply tasting it.
That goes by the line of eating.
Yeah.
No. Tasting is different from eating.
I dangle a mage hand in front of them.
What does she want us to do with it?
I just continue to dangle it like you would with like a cat and a little treat or something.
Okay, one of the new ones, even though you can't tell they're new, jumps up at the mage hand, and the mage hand gets bounced back. Even though, yes, the mage hand can't normally be targeted by anything. It's an illusion, right? You do see the mage hand kind of push back from the Grimishka, like it's repelled.
See, they don't consume, they repel magic.
Repel.
I continue to dangle the mage hand.
That's also both.
I am waiting for one of them to slip up and take the bait.
One of them, they keep jumping in it, and you see the mage hand gets pushed and pushed back and forth from the two of them.
Well, your friend Kelvin here was the one that was actually attempting to eat the crystal. And he got bigger as per what you saw in your room.
Yeah, you guys, you don't want to eat the crystal or you'll all die. Us included.
Wasn't eating, just sampling. Yeah, tasty magic. Seeing what it did.
Yeah, well, if you don't
Valen.
eat it, then Kashan won't be killing you. He will just be harming you.
Hold my staff.
No.
Your staff is magic, isn't it? Yes. They look around and they're like...
Just behave, okay?
They look around and they're like, where's Glink?
Glink?
Glink.
Who's Glink?
Glink is the hunched one. He's got like gangly teeth. Did he say something about throwing one of us off the boat?
Metaphorically speaking.
You're a murderer.
Wait, no. He wasn't throwing.
Man.
He wasn't throwing one off the boat. He was teaching it to fly.
I was merely sampling the attempted flight.
I see how it will be with the cat man. This boat isn't big enough for 12 cats.
Well,
you thought it was because there's 11 of you left.
just gonna put...
Oh, right, yeah, because there would be 12 if that one was still alive.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Alright, don't get smart with me.
Look.
Listen, we didn't do anything wrong.
No.
In our heads.
Yeah, in your heads. And in our heads, y'all a problem.
No, we no problem. How about we don't be problem for you, you don't be problem for us.
How about you don't be problem for us and you get off our boat? Or you continue to be a problem to us and you get thrown off boat.
Don't like those.
Look, Llewellyn...
I'm sure we could come up with some sort of arrangement.
Llewellyn, if you are hell-bent on keeping these things, you keep them in the hut. They don't come onto the boat.
I guess I can arcane lock the mansion.
Look, Alan, that goes against what we said. Remember? You said you weren't going to lock us up.
That's true.
But we're free. Yeah.
Llewellyn,
You're
are
free
you
to
right?
roam. You're free to roam a giant-ass mansion full of magical...
We already explored it all in a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
the
walls were-
ship's not much bigger.
Well, you just need to keep away from the crystal. That's the big rule.
No, you
Otherwise-
keep away from everything. Have you seen how many magical things we actually want to keep away from these things? We don't even know what they do, and if it
We have-
grows...
We have a lot of magical stuff on the boat.
Yes! Like half our
And
possessions.
Misty just, like, point to Andy.
I'd point to the staff that you're now holding.
Didn't
And
you say one of
my
them was
son?
missing?
Seeing
Yeah,
this,
One
one-
of them missing.
seeing this,
Link is missing.
yeah, seeing
Is
this,
that just the one that's thrown overboard? Yeah.
Yeah.
seeing this opportunity, and the fact that Kashan brought it up, I'm holding the staff. I just, bap.
Were you
Back
hitting?
Kashan, I'm back at
Oh, right. You're gonna hit
Alright.
yourself.
Like, I'm like, yeah, I am holding your staff. Huh. Bap.
Roll to attack with disadvantage, and just get ready for a sentinel.
I know, but I can't say no to that. I don't know what even to roll with that staff. What do I roll?
Just do a court staff attack and it's +2 on top of that.
Yeah.
I don't even have a quarter staff in my
Roll,
friggin'.
just roll strength.
Yeah,
You've got strength plus proficiency with disadvantage. You're not gonna hit him. I mean, let's be honest. You gotta roll like
Great
two
threat.
19s. You gotta roll like two 18s plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Yeah. Alright, my turn. There we go. Just twice.
I
My
tried.
god.
You just get an elbow to the rib. And
Anyway,
I'll take the staff back.
You've arguably done more harm to each other than we have.
So, let's
Listen.
just get this sort of straight. What do you want?
Well, I wanna try and ride on that thing you have.
You want to ride on my glaive?
Glaive, that's what it is.
I mean,
Yeah.
that can be arranged, but we need to set some ground rules.
But
So
it's
then-
flying. It doesn't go on ground.
We just need to set some rules in general for things, so you don't get on the wrong side of us, we don't get on the wrong side of you, and we can live in a harmonious relationship.
Don't know what that means, but if it means we get to fly on glaive, then yes.
Okay, so rule number 1. You're not allowed to taste anything magical without asking prior permission.
and you need to have accepted permission, not just ask.
Written
Yeah.
permission and signed.
We don't have... Actually, do we have a possible phone? Yeah, we do. Okay. Alright, we can sign.
Okay, so
We do have opposable thumbs for the list.
basically, if you want to taste something, just get permission, and we can arrange that. Second, no going into anyone's rooms without asking, because they might be doing stuff. You know, privacy is important.
Do you know what might help? Don't we have a robot that can turn stuff into magical items?
Robot?
I thought we got rid of that thing.
No, we
It
still
doesn't
have
turn things into magical items. It consumes metallic objects
Yeah,
and makes ammo, I think it was, and bits and pieces.
it was. Yeah, but didn't it make a magical item? It was very
You
weak.
stopped it. You stopped it. So you never really found out whether it was magical or not.
Pulled the battery out of it.
We should put the battery in and see if that works.
Probably not. Not on the boat, anyway.
Not on the boat, no. But that could be a food source for them instead of them eating.
Rule number
Magic.
Rule
How
number
many times
3.
have I said?
What do you eat?
Rule number 3. If you go near the crystal or touch the crystal, First of all, it's in my room, but it is punishable by flying less.
And by flying, he means falling.
Roll
With style.
roll an intimidation check, there, Kishan.
This is.
Oh, I'm not good at intimidation.
I know you're not.
With advantage because he's already done it once. It's not an empty threat.
I mean, that's true. Yeah. I'll give you that.
No!
That's too
Why?
What?
They don't seem to be
I have a
fearful of
-1 in my charisma.
They
check.
just sort of, they give you this stink eye, Kishan, that's all. And,
Basically, if you want to continue flying with us, you need to follow these rules or we'll put you overboard. Simple.
Yes, and if we do come across any magical enemies, you can have at them.
And you can taste them as much as you like.
Rule number 4, you're not allowed to multiply any more than 10.
Anyone?
No, dear.
Wait,
Well, they go overboard.
but there's already.
Wait.
If we're not allowed to multiply, then you're not allowed to multiply.
And we won't. We can't multiply in the same way you can.
Well, I've seen 3 of these spiders pop up.
Oh, them. They're not real.
Yeah, they're not real. They're for your amusement. I can get rid of them if you want.
No.
They'll bring you food if you want food.
Yeah, exactly.
Snug 4863. Bring them some kibble.
4863? How many are there?
It disappears and comes back with kibble, and they all dig into it, and they eat it. Quite fast.
Yeah.
Are you keeping track, Carius?
Yeah.
Like, you do realise that I can only have 100 at a time, and they're already at 4863?
How many have you killed?
Yeah.
In fact, to be fair, they're probably all the ones I've used as practice in the training room.
There was that time they got dispelled. That got rid of pretty much them all, I think. That kind of broke it for a bit.
Yeah, that would have done it.
And then I'm pretty sure there's been a few times where they've revolted and just sort of walked off and disappeared. And you've replaced them a few times when they've got too sentient.
Yeah. So, anyway, I promised you travel, safety, magical entertainment, and food, and you have it all. Just don't cause any more trouble.
And did you put it by us?
What? You knew I was trying to tame these.
You know, I just had an idea, Llewellyn.
I left
You
my
can
with them.
you can do what you want with the mansion, right?
I can.
So can you make it that it randomly shifts, so it's like always a different route for them to explore?
I could try that. I guess I would need to sort of make like Kashan's room, but bigger. Because Kashan's room is literally just full of cat stuff where you can climb on the walls and on the ceiling, like an acrobatics.
You can make them like their own chamber, which constantly shifts or something, so they'll be forever entertained. Just have Snugs deliver them food.
I could do
So
that.
it's fine, we can continue hunting the Snurks, yes?
Oh yeah, you can hunt the Snugs as much you like, apart from Snug 382. I like him.
And Snurg number 1, because Snurg number 1's been there from the start. You'll be able to tell who he is because he's wearing a tuxedo and a top hat.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. They seem to
382's blue.
They seem to chitter amongst themselves, and then they head back into the mansion in like a single file line, and yeah, they get back to running around hunting Snurgs. They seem quite content.
You know, I'm kind of curious about. I mean, I know you've got your Raven, whose name I have forgotten again. Vincent. But do you think like you could tame one of these into a familiar? Because that'd be kind of cool. You know, I've heard wizards can tame like creatures to their as familiars.
No, but I did turn my familiar almost into one of these.
Now maybe with practice, who knows?
It wasn't exact, but it was similar, so maybe I could at some point.
Yeah.
You saying this within earshot of them?
I'm just saying it in general.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna roll a perception check for him.
But I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna turn them into familiars.
No.
I would guess.
I mean, if they wanted to be a familiar, like not forcibly turn them into it. I mean, because then they'd get to explore like a pocket dimension you sent them to, right? I mean, that's somewhere new for them to explore.
That's true.
I'm gonna say one of them does overhear this because there's so many of them,
So
and
they could be.
they're like, "They're just like familiar."
Yes.
Where? Where's the familiar?
Here. And I pop. I guess it's still a cat technically.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I guess it's still a cat. I've not changed it yet.
Right, that was a familiar the whole time.
Yes. Does it seem familiar?
They all begin to like slowly prowl towards it.
No.
Their teeth coming out.
What are you
Their
doing?
claws are raising up.
It's gone.
Ah!
What were
They
you
like
trying?
all pounce on the same spot where the familiar once was.
What were you trying to do?
Well, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We hunt them.
You hunt familiars?
You're familiar hunters?
That's why we've been killing all the snares. Yes,
Huh.
we thought they were familiars
I
because
mean,
they magically appeared.
I suppose in a way they are.
Yeah.
So why do you hunt familiars? Is there a reason for that, or is that just what you do?
We have a taste for them.
Ah.
Ah, Snurgs, can you? This is gonna be one of the weirdest questions. Can you somehow create familiar flavored food?
I mean, everything there is magical, so I mean, it probably does taste like familiars.
Do you have a particular familiar type that you like? I mean, they can come in all sorts of shapes and sizes.
Uh, any that
I
pop.
hope Tacklo's not here to hear this.
Taglo's like in your, just like cowering, like. Oh,
Uh, Carrie's just sort of telepathic communication. You're off limits. If they try anything, I fry them all instantly.
as as I said to Andy before, if the worst comes to it, we could storm a load of Grimishkas up to the Sultan.
I mean, technically, I could teleport them all there.
Sultan, who's Sultan? They use
Um,
magic.
Yeah.
we think so.
Oh. They sort of like do a little bit of a huddle and like whispering towards one another.
How do you feel about Genasi?
Hmm. They cast magic.
Yes, they're kind of naturally magical, like elementally magical.
I am going to wander off and find the muse.
They seem to be a little confused when you say like naturally magical, but they seem to be like, we could try them.
They're from like, do you understand the concept of planes?
Wow.
Now, dimensions. Well, they come from a magical space that is made of fire, magical fire,
Bad.
and they're kind of filled with that fire. So they might be spicy food. Do you like spicy food?
Perhaps. Had yet to taste Genasi.
Mm. Fair. Well, we'll keep you in mind should we need your assistance.
Okay.
And then Karis is just going to go back to the steel. We'll just be like,
Okay.
I, I don't know how well that went, but I feel like it went okay.
Yeah,
It's loud outside the mansion, yes, just not long as we don't go in people's rooms.
I mean, there's nothing magical in my room, but you're welcome to. bed's comfy.
All right, so they kind of split off, with the majority of them going into the mansion, and I'm gonna say one or two of them do just hop about in the ship for now.
Does this feel more comfortable? Now that we've had the very important talk.
Before long, they all seem to disappear from the ship. So.
So I go to find the muse.
Oh, yes, Euterpe, yeah. She's at the front of the ship.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna do it through the message spell. It's like your ability that you've been using.
Which one?
What was it? Was it? Do I know what it's called?
You mean Gia? The one
Gia.
to charm people, and almost indefinitely? What of it?
If does it work on just people or?
It does.
Yeah. I was about to say, if things get out of hand, maybe you could try your hand at charming these.
Wait, let me see. Magical creature. Actually, apparently it can, but it has to understand them.
It doesn't.
Which I guess it can, actually, technically. Yeah. Oh, actually, I might be able to help. Well, you want me to charm them? There's so many of them.
Worst case, if they did, like we set some ground rules with them after a bit of havoc, and they got a bit pissed. Well, the party got a bit pissed off at them. But worst case, think you could charm them? They could come to good use against the Sultan under your control.
I think it will take some time, and I don't think we have much of that. But I can at least try it with one or two of them.
Yeah, and then maybe over time, if you could, if things go bad, we don't want them near that crystal, otherwise we're all gonna plummet.
Okay.
Opposite plummet.
Very well. I will attempt to. You see, he goes back inside the mansion, and I believe yes is like a level, is it? Fifth level, isn't it?
Oh.
So yeah, you can do like two of them now.
And then we got another 2 days, is it?
Yeah. Okay, so she'll. I'm just gonna roll two d20s from wisdom. Wow. One of them is completely unharmed. Oh, one of them does seem to obey her, and she says, "You're going to be by my side for a little while. Let me show you some magical things I have. An instrument, in fact, I wish to show you." She manages to get one on her side today, and that's all she can do for now at the fifth level.
I do send another message, just like, yeah, let them be themselves, but have that switch ready if worst comes to it.
Yes, you're going to be my faithful little Grimishka. You'll do as I say. And the Grimishka are like, yes, yes.
Damn,
Me follow pretty lady.
I wish I had that spell now.
Okay.
And I am going to attempt to do my scry again at some point, but looking at the time,
You're gonna do that now?
well, it's like 5 to 10, so I don't know if we're.
That failed. Unfortunately, you're not getting through to Dawn today. But I'm happy to fast track back to the next day. We can see if you want to attempt it on the next day as well. I'm guessing you're putting up the mansion again as well?
Yeah.
Okay. As you go to the door of the mansion for the third day, and you open it, perhaps ready to cast it again, you see all the Grimishkas are lined up at the door. All of them with a big grin on their face.
What have you done now?
Nothing. We're just waiting.
Waiting for what?
What you did last time, of course. If you can't telepathic bond, that is. Otherwise, you don't know what they're saying.
I guess
They're
I
just
would.
like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I guess I would have to keep doing that.
You
Or
would.
I could have just message one of them because that's in the mind.
True.
But
Nonetheless, they're all sitting there waiting,
I
blinking.
I don't know if I trust them for this. What's the distance? Oh, I can cast it from 300 feet away.
If you can.
So I'm going to. I know exactly where I want to place it, and I don't even need to be stood in front of it. So I'm just gonna do it from the. Yeah, I guess I'll just do it from the front of the ship and just chill and be like.
They follow you. If you're leaving, they are following you.
No,
Yeah,
no.
they're following you.
Right, I'll just do it from the middle of the ship.
Okay, they all surround you and ready. And as you cast it, can you roll?
This is research.
There's 11, there's 12, isn't there? 12?
No, 11.
No, there's 11. There's 11. Roll 11d6 for me, please.
Wow, this is research. So it's any time there's them around magic at all. Wow.
How many sixes?
One,
One
one.
six. Okay. I'm gonna roll a d10. Okay, so now you get to see what happens. Right. As you cast this spell and you begin summoning this door, you see all of them twitching. Some of them like hold in the sneeze, but one of them's just like building up, like shuddering, and then suddenly explodes, and I mean literally explodes into chunks. Loads of little bits go flying everywhere, all over the deck of the ship, and suddenly, out of those chunks, 6 more Grimishkas like grow back out of the chunk in kind of like this sickening sound, and you see them looking around.
They're literally like gremlins, you know. Do not feed them after midnight. Do not put water on them.
Wait, how many grow out of this?
6.
So 6 more of them.
Yes. So now you're down 1, but up 6.
that's
So
16.
there's 15 of them, yeah. One of which actually is with Euterpe.
So is there any chunks about?
No, they all of the chunks are now new Grimishkas.
Holy crap! So there's no remains at all.
No, no remains. They're all new Grimishkas. Thanks, Al. And they run off back into the mansion that you just cast.
And I message Euterpe. You may need to use that spell more than you thought you did.
Oh no, is there more of them?
Yeah, don't use magic around them at all.
That's gonna be tricky.
So yeah. Do it one at a time.
Right. I'll attempt to. I'll try and coax one away, which I'm sure she can do quite easily. And I'll just have 2 more of them roll wisdom saves. That's 17.
She's got high wisdom.
Yeah, she does. She's got like 2 more Grimishkas today. This is the 3rd day, so you will be arriving in Gaidia now. But yeah, she's got 3 of them charmed out of the 15.
Yeah, and I guess I'd do one last scribe before we have to get to business.
Sure.
Oh,
oh, I should say, as for the other ones that didn't sneeze and explode, there is a couple that do surge as a result, and I need you to roll a con save for me.
Oh no.
Yeah, let's just see how many there were. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Roll a con save.
Oh my.
You take 13 points of force damage as a lot of them sneezed but didn't explode, and as they kind of sneeze, you are pushed back, and then you're shoved from another one from a different side, and then blasted from another one. And the sneezes are so powerful, it's like your skull kind of gets rebound and shook around. The spell goes off, but as a result, yeah, you take 13 points of force damage, and they've all run off back into the door.
And then we hit the third day, and I guess I'm at full health again.
Yeah, you would. Well, no, this is the start of the third day.
Oh.
Yeah, you're 13 HP down at the start of this day.
Well, I'm gonna have to use some.
Yeah, it was like this flurry of sneezes that are just like doosh, 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 doosh. But you survived. Not too big of a deal. You're starting to get an idea of what the hell these things can do.
That could be really
And
useful.
I mean, you're not wrong there. So they are kind of like gremlins. Hence why the start of the name is Gremishkas.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense.
But yeah, so yeah, the 10th one last scry just to...
Okay, and you want to scry today as well. All right.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think that's a fail this time around. What's your
18.
18? Okay. So what's that save? Yeah. No, that would. That's a fail on their part. So okay, so you're scrying on Dawn. Well, we have reached 10. So if you want, do you want to do the scry next session?
Yeah, we can save that for next session.
Save it for next. Okay, cool. All right then. So sorry, you're back at the wrong time. We are gonna wrap it up here just so that we can start fresh in Guardian next time. But yes, we'll wrap up as your ship is just heading over past the Shimmy River over towards the distant desert city of Gaidia. You can already see some of the griffins are flying around. If you don't want to be spotted by said griffins, you will need to take a much higher altitude and basically go almost into the stratosphere. Or you can go around them, but that's up to you if you want to show your hand or not.
Could you imagine if we wanted to take the city and we just flew over Gaidia, dropping Grimishkas on
All
Griffin?
the Grimishkas.
Can we not just do what we did last time, land in the river and just sail up river?
Sail in. Yeah.
So it's like a normal boat.
Alright, certainly. So yeah, you can land in the Shimmy River and then head towards the dock side of it. Cool. Alright then. In that case, you actually kind of head out into the sea and then go around and into the docks. But either way, you end up getting to Gaidia this time via sea. I think last time we passed out, but anyway. So we'll start next session with you guys just arriving in Gaidia and this scry going off. But do discuss amongst yourselves later on as to what the plan actually is, and that way it saves time next session rather than like talking for hours. What we're going to do, you can just kind of enact it, in other words. Cool. All right then. Right, we'll sign off here. Tune in on Sunday as well for Baba Yaga's Dancing Cup, where we should be able to finish the fight with the Witch Queen herself.
And then Monday.
And on Monday as well, we'll actually have a returning campaign of What Lies Beneath. Tune in then as well. Till then, thanks for watching. See you all then. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.